Hey everyone, hello. So today, we're exploring a concept that sits at the heart of deep psychological healing, spiritual awakening, and authentic living. A process that unfolds across a lifetime, a journey inward that leads outward into truth. We're talking about individuation. Rooted in the work of Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, individuation is the process of becoming who you truly are, beneath conditioning, beneath expectations, beneath the mask you learn to wear to survive. It's not about becoming perfect, it's about becoming whole. Individuation is a lifelong psychological process of developing a distinct, authentic self, separate from family programming, cultural conditioning, and collective norms. According to Jung, most people live identified with roles, labels, social expectations, parental beliefs, and survival-based identities. Individuation begins the moment you ask, "Who am I?" apart from who I was told to be. And this process involves integrating the conscious and the unconscious mind, bringing hidden or repressed aspects of the psyche into awareness and aligning with your true values and desires as well as purpose. The goal is not ego inflation. It's about psychic wholeness. Early in life, we develop what Jung calls the persona, the mask we wear to function in society. The persona forms to gain approval, love, safety, and belonging. But when we identify only with the persona, we become fragmented. The true self lies beneath this mask. Individuation requires loosening identification with roles, questioning inherited beliefs, and letting go of identities that no longer fit. And this can feel destabilizing because the false self resists death. One of the most difficult stages of individuation is psychological separation from parental authority. This does not mean rejecting parents, but releasing unconscious obedience. And this includes beliefs inherited without examination, emotional patterns learned in childhood, as well as religious, political, or moral frameworks accepted by default. True individuation asks, do I believe in this, or was I taught this? Is this my voice, or is this an echo? This stage often brings guilt, fear, or inner conflict because independence feels like betrayal to the psyche. But individuation requires sovereignty. And no discussion of individuation is complete without its shadow. The shadow contains repressed emotions, disowned traits, suppressed desires, and unhealed trauma. These parts were often rejected early in life because they were punished. They weren't safe to express. They threatened belonging. Jung famously said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Individuation requires shadow integration, not shadow elimination. What we deny controls us. What we face transforms us. And before we integrate the shadow, we project it. Projection occurs when we strongly react to others. We idealize or demonize people, or we see traits in others we can't accept in ourselves. During individuation, projections collapse and you begin to ask, what is this triggering in me? And where do I carry this within? And this moment, although uncomfortable, is a breakthrough in consciousness. Jung also identified two archetypes critical to individuation: anima, the inner feminine, in men, and animus, the inner masculine, in women. These represent emotion, intuition, and receptivity, anima. And then logic, action, and structure, animus. And individuation involves balancing these inner energies. And when integrated, we project them onto partners. We become emotionally immature or rigid. Relationships often become unconscious battlegrounds. But when integrated, relationships become conscious, creativity expands, and inner harmony deepens. Jung believed individuation often accelerates in midlife. Why? Well, because the ego goals of youth, status, success, approval, begin to lose meaning. Symptoms include restlessness, depression, existential questioning, and feeling lost or disconnected. And this is not failure. It's the psyche calling for inner development. The soul demands attention when ignored long enough. As individuation deepens, people often report synchronicities, meaningful coincidences. Jung described synchronicity as an acasual connecting principle. And these moments reflect alignment between inner and outer worlds, signal unconscious material becoming conscious, and often appear during transitions or awakening. They are not proof, but symbols guiding awareness. And individuation is not inherently religious, but it is deeply spiritual. It asks, who are you beyond the ego? What does your soul require? And what is your unique path? Jung believed true spirituality emerges after ego differentiation, not before. Spiritual bypassing, using spirituality to avoid shadow work, halts individuation. Wholeness requires descent before ascent. The goal, wholeness, not perfection. Individuation does not make life easier, it makes it more real. You don't become flawless, you become integrated. You accept your contradictions, live from inner authority, act with greater authenticity, and experience deeper self-respect. The self, Jung's central archetype, emerges as a guiding center, balancing ego, shadow, and unconscious forces. Individuation is not a destination, it's a devotion, a commitment to truth over comfort, awareness over illusion, and wholeness over approval. And the greatest paradox? The more uniquely yourself you become, the more deeply you connect with humanity. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. As always, I hope you found this video entertaining, enlightening, or in some way beneficial. If you did, hit the like button, Subscribe to the channel and share the video with a friend or two.